Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. You join me just as I've come doing many back and forths to sell off the last of the gear that we have pillaged through various locations. So let's do that. And now I need to figure out what we want to buy. So we can barter for that and trade that over so we have as much cash as we're ever going to have. I mean, within this realm of trading. So, they have a +1 light crossbow. That would be excellent, because that's going to make our ranged attack from +7 all the way up to +8. And for that, we're not going to need our light crossbow, so we can trade that off. Also, there's going to be some spells here that we definitely can't cast as a ranger, so we might as well get the scrolls, get rid of the scrolls. I don't think we can cast sleep. I don't think we can cast burning hands. Let's get rid of both of those. Animal friendship we definitely can. I'm not sure about silence. Probably not grease. Maybe grease? I can't remember. We'll hold on to it. That's probably most of what we've got. So if we add cash to that and trade, then that leaves us with 1775. Now the other things that I would quite like are the helmet that prevents crits. That's 720. And then also, do they have... I thought they had a +1 rapier. But perhaps they don't. Longsword, light hammer, hand axe. No, seems like they don't this time. Maybe the stocks change from time to time. So, I'm pretty sure there's one of these around somewhere. But I'm just going to buy it so that I have it and not worry about it anymore. And then I don't think we need anything else. Don't want the longsword, because that's a strength weapon. Quarterstaff is strength. Watcher's Guide we'd sell back. Don't need a trident or a spear. Light hammers, hand axes, anything else. So, let's equip our new stuff.
My love, you were a caravan escort for 3 days, and you quit in the middle of your shift.
We can equip our helmet. We can equip our shiny new bow.
Well, it was his caravan.
And then you can see that our AC is up to 19, which is really good. We have ranged attack +8, which is excellent. Spell attack +4. Spell save DC +12. We are protected against critical hits. And if we look down in our hotbar down here, I think I need to do a little bit of adjustment, because we now have Horde Breaker melee and Horde Breaker ranged, and I also noticed we have Drow Magic Fairy Fire. In case multiple targets in colourful light, the targets turn visible and attack rolls against the target have advantage. So we get to cast that once per long rest without needing to expend a spell slot, so we should probably make use of that. So I'm going to rejig some of this just a moment. Yeah, I'm happy with this. We've got our Hunter's Mark and our reapply. If this doesn't come back here after the spell ends and comes back, we'll do it horizontally just so that they can be next to each other. It will fill whichever gap is closest. So with that done, with better gear and leveled up to level 3, we are kind of free to go about our business again. So we are Drow, which is going to have an impact on us when we get to the goblin camp out to the west. So our next kind of goal, objective, is probably simply to get to level 4, because once we're at level 4 we will have better attack for both of our... where are we? Character sheet, please. Our dexterity and our wisdom, which is our attacking and spellcasting stats, will go to 18 and 16 respectively. But it's going to be a lot of questing and stuff to get the required 1775 XP. So whilst we do kind of have a good amount of... Can we lift this? Or is this just a seat? Okay, it's just a seat. I was saying, we want to level up, but we're a long way off from that. +1 saving throws, sure. So now we need to either find some quests to do to get that up, or we need to go find stuff to kill. And we can basically move west towards the village, where all the goblins are. We can move north up to where that tiefling kind of has beef with the cultists that might not be cultists, we're never really sure. We can do a bunch of stuff over here in the grove, although that's a lot of talking.
Exactly.
Or we can go kind of south. So I'm going to hop out of here. And I'm going to start things off with the very traditional climb to the top of this hill for supplies and possibly have some beef with some spiders. But there's usually a good amount of little bits of treasure and stuff up here, which we'll be very grateful to receive. Just climb a cliff, then climb another cliff, then climb another cliff. Now, last time, one of the big things that I aspired to get was the circlet that would give us 19 intelligence for +4 or something around that.
Necklace matches the sigil in that cave. The harpers were busy.
However, intelligence isn't quite as key a skill for us because it's not our spellcasting modifier. So I'm less enthused about trying to kill the 3 goblins just for the sake of trying to kill... ogres. Trying to kill 3 ogres just for the sake of trying to kill 3 ogres. But we'll take what's in this chest first, because we're here. 21 gold plus the few potions and whatnot we found. There is an oil barrel here. We used that to great effect to hurt the spiders previously. I'm wondering, can we make the vertical leap up here? I would like to avoid the ladder. We can. So perhaps we destroy this ladder with our rapier. And then if we can irritate these spiders, if we have to get away from them, we can hop up there and attack with range. Although I'm not so sure
Something over there.
that we will... I'm not so sure that they won't have a good leaping height because they are
covered with spiders. A shiny gold
spiders with spiders leap.
pokes from its mouth.
Ranger. Watch the spiders and remain ready to strike.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt a spider egg is nestled within.
Ranger animal handling. 6. Hey.
One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice. Lulled by your murmurs, you stash the bag. Something...
Alright, so we got the spider coins. That's nice. So there's 13 gold and the spider egg sack that contains some spiders within. Now, the question is, do we want to aggro the spiders more just to try and kill them for the experience?
Several spiders rest in the infuriated spiders.
Right. So now we get to try a few other things. We have Horde Breaker Melee. Target 2 creatures standing close to each other. Deal 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage to the first creature and open up for the second for a follow-up attack. Now this highlights all 4 creatures, so I'm not sure how this is quite going to go. Okay, we get Horde Breaker follow-up melee and Horde Breaker follow-up So that's basically multi-attack when stuff was in close range to itself. Which is, like, really good. And I'm not expecting them to hit me very reliably, considering I have 19 AC now. And even when we miss, we get to follow up Horde Breaker, but we have to attack a different target on that second attack. Obviously, I should be using Reapply Hunter's Mark here. So that will do an extra 1d6. Although, I don't know if it will work with Horde Breaker as well. Let's see if we can find out. It should, I would have thought. $16 damage was probably it. 1d8 plus 3 plus 1d6. Yep, that's correct. Well, that went just about as well as I could imagine. So we shall leave those spiders where they are. They're corpses at least. How heavy is this barrel? Because we're going to want to strategically use explosives. 20. That's not so bad, although since we sold all of our weapons and stuff, why do we have so much weight? Oh, the spider egg thing is like 60. We may not want to carry that around all too long, but we'll take what we've got because we can still move at this weight. And now, who is going to be next? There's somewhere around here. I'm not quite sure exactly where. There are 2 people over the body of a guy who is infected and then claims to be of the Absolute. We could probably deal with that fairly swiftly. Especially with our extremely good ranged attacks now. We obviously, at all occasions and opportunities, wants to be attacking from range with our plus 3 compared to our regular attacks. Because we have plus 2 from our archery fighting style and a plus 1 weapon now. Which is really good. I'll take this backpack, thank you very much. Potions and grease is excellent. And there's a pouch just here. I'll have that as well. Gold and jewels. I feel like there should be something here, but I guess there's just not. Is this the folks? Yes, this is the folks who are injured. A very easy encounter, I'm sure. At least for us in our current state.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Do I want to bother having the chat, or are we just gonna kill?
You're alright, Ed. You're alright.
Well, let's reapply Hunter's Mark. Yeah, it's kind of... I don't know why it's in this slot of all the slots. But sure. Okay, so we do that. That instigates a fight, does it? Alrighty. Well, we've got surprised, unconscious and bleeding, and surprised. So this should be quite easy. Oh, we should have used Horde Breaker range, shouldn't we? I need to get used to that. Bleeding guy is just bleeding. So Horde Breaker ranged. 90% here. Nice on a crit. That means we can reapply our Hunter's Mark to this one. And then finish our Horde Breaker on them. Huge. Now this guy's just going to lay there bleeding, isn't he? I wonder if you can heal them so they don't bleed to death and then have some other part of a conversation. But, yeah, we figured that was going to happen. Let's see if we can get the maggot. Or is it already gone? There it
The man
is.
is dead, but something shifts beneath a glistening the same as the creature behind.
Reach out and crush it.
How could you think of harming something so beautiful?
Let's go with
So pure.
Insight with +2. Oh, that's a nat 1.
It slithers away.
Well, so be it. I will take whatever loot we can find. Plenty of scrolls and such for selling. We are now over our weight capacity. I think I'm just going to leave... Alright, we'll leave a simple robe for now. Drop. But yeah, we're going to be cutting it fine with those spiders until we can either use them or stash them somewhere appropriately. We could just try and use them sooner rather than later. Particularly what with the owlbear cave just down here. And we effectively still have all of our spell slots because even if we went up to 3 spell slots, we would still need to cast 1 on Hunter's Mark, which we still have running, so it's effectively like we still have 3 spell slots. So if we were to take a short rest now to heal 6 HP, we can go and poke around the owlbear cave.
Its nest must be nearby.
Owlbear speedrun. So as ever, we have disadvantage on our stealth checks because we are wearing a particular kind of armor. I don't think we need to pick up a pickaxe of all things. We will do this little bit of puzzle down here. So there is a shrine to some kind of god or another,
Looks like there's a little shrine over there.
as well as a bunch of supplies. This might put us over our weight, but we'll see. Not quite. So if you hop over the back here and do a passive perception check,
What's
you get a
that?
prayer. If we pick that up
Just an old prayer.
and hop back over, and then in front of this glowing box, read that prayer.
Chest's unlocked. My prayers are answered.
We can take what's inside. Right. We are 2 weight over. Let's put this mace in here. Then my intent is to try and use the spiders that we have in order to make this fight a little bit easier, and then otherwise...
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
We'll use the spiders in this combat, and then also that will relieve us of carrying the extra weight of them. Do we want to bother trying to have a conversation with it or anything? Do we have scroll? We have animal friendship, but no scroll of speak with animals, so we won't be doing that. So join me next time where we will see if we can have just about as much success as Lurch did, although we do not have Thunderwave, so we can't forcibly push it away from us. So that's going to be interesting, trying to deal... How much health do you have, sir? 73 damage. We will be able to attack it and its cub using our multi-attack. And we can certainly get a familiar before we do that, but we'll see how that goes next time. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or pressing that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.